2025 battle on the island. But before we introduce our players, we have a presentation we'd like to make.
We've got a quick presentation Fleming Island is receiving right now.
Presenting a couple of awards. Let me read what this means. I want to ask Coach Mike Hayward and Coach Travis Chandler to join Greg there at midcourt or close to midcourt. The 200 men and women officials servicing 102 schools in North Florida select a boys and girls basketball team each year that displays the best sportsmanship. The 2024-25 winners were from the same school. The results are in, and the official votes go to Fleming Island High School boys, as they will receive the Harold Napoleon Award, and the girls team will receive the Margaret Busby Award. Harold and Margaret are both FHSAA Hall of Famers and both exemplary officials. Congratulations, coaches. Let's hear it for these two coaches and their squad and their team. Thank you so much.
Fleming Island receiving an award here tonight. Great award. Fleming Island, great organization.
We appreciate our referees and all that they do.
Definitely fantastic program here. You know, as a class act, always definitely good to come in and hang out with the Golden Eagles.
Just finished the Green Championship where Discovery High School beat Mandarin High School despite Enzo Lee's 34.
I tell you what, we're going to have to keep an eye on that Discovery School.
We'll be right back after the break.
Bronx Johnson. Number 11, Kyle Pinter.
We appreciate Fleming Island. We appreciate First Baptist Church of Orange Park.
Number 44,
our sponsor here at Sunshine State Broadcasting, SSB Jacks. Like, subscribe, share. This should be a good one, Coach. This is, I tell you what, Gainesville started very, very slow last night. If they do that tonight, the game will be done.
So I tell you what, I'm thinking that it's either going to be a good one or it's going to be a really bad one. If Gainesville is not able to do what they want to do, they're in trouble. And what I mean by that is Pinter shooting threes.
Right.
That's the first. And then Antonio Hall being able to get downhill and do the things he wants to. I really don't see it being very similar to what we saw last night.
No.
Two totally different teams, especially when you start talking about the height that Fleming Island comes in with.
And you know what's crazy? I would say it, but I believe that Fleming Island's guards are going to pressure a lot more than rebounds.
You know what? Interesting. But I agree with you because they got shot blockers back there too. You know, they got some people back there that they can push up and make some things happen up front. And then once they make the guys uncomfortable, then they kick the ball out and go from there. Exactly. And I'm quite sure they scouted out Gainesville High, and they know that Pinter's a guy that to pay attention to.
Yeah, I just asked Coach Chandler about that. He definitely, they're prepared.
All right, you got the normal starters right there. The Aiden Greenwich, Bryce Robinson, Carson, Jaleel Hill, and Turner.
Jaleel Hill had a monster game last night.
That's right. Coach got a chance to play him extra minutes, too, playing with the different groups and everything. Controls the tap here. Ball goes to Bryce. Bryce Robinson, that is. All right, Mr. Greenwich looks to be aggressive early. Missed the layup. Gainesville. All right, Willie Brooks, point guard. Fleming Island has a little trap play. All right, Gainesville has it pretty good, but looks to move the ball around. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
And that's exactly what Fleming wanted to do. They're not trying to get a turnover. They were trying to run that shot clock down to 11 right now.
Which is what you want to do, right? Make them uncomfortable. Backdoor cut there. Guess who's back there waiting for him?
Hill was waiting to throw it through the wall.
Yep. All right, 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Do they recognize that?
All right, Bronx Johnson pulls up for a long three, and it's good. Over Jaleel Hill as well. All right, Bronx gets a first quick foul on Bryce Robinson. I tell you what, that's not what Bronx wants to do because Bryce can handle any pressure you put on him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big three by Bronx. I'm not sure he hit one last night. He comes out firing tonight.
If he did, it was just one. All right, I guess Gainesville think they're going to be physical with Fleming Island. I don't think that's going to be the right thing to do. All right.
Yeah, Carson got himself in a little trouble
yes,
right there.
Yes, he did. Turnover, Gainesville goes to Pinter, and he doesn't realize that Turner's pretty athletic there.
Yeah.
All right, goes quick to Bryce Robinson. Looks to finish up top. Nothing doing.
We talked about this last night because Gainesville does have some size. It'll be interesting to see how the bigs match up against each other, even though Gainesville's bigs are perimeter guys.
Correct. The only thing I see, though, is early. They're trying to be physical with Fleming, and these officials start calling some ticky-tack fouls. They're going to be caught up where they're going to have to go to the bench and watch the game.
They could be in trouble fast. You're right.
All right, Turner goes back to Carson. Seem to be a little bit off kilter, but they'll get themselves together. All right, Greenwich. Up top to Bryce Robinson. All right, 7 seconds on the shot clock. 6. Once again, Bryce Robinson into the lane for 2.
Coach, you know, if I'm Gainesville, I'm defending a little bit different. I'm going to put whoever's guarding Jalil in the paint. Just get an extra guy in the paint there because Jalil's not going to shoot threes.
No, he's not.
But they're guarding him on the perimeter, leaving lanes open.
Definitely. And you can sag back like you're trying to say, yes. All right, ball goes up top. Willie Brooks for 3. No good. Jalil Hill skies for the rebound.
This is what Carson does great. He gets out on the break.
All right, pulls up from the free throw line, front of the rim, nothing going. Great box out by Gainesville, but no one's there to clean it up. Greenwich to Bryce Robinson up top. Looks to set his team up again. Great situation for Fleming Islands. They were getting the fast break, nothing there, but now they can slow it down, get into the offense. Carson sets up for the 3. Once again, short, front of the rim.
Short on both.
All right, Willie Brooks pushes up floor. Antonio Hall pulls up for the 3-pointer and counted.
Man, I like this game.
Gainesville now 2 for 2 from the 3-point line. All right, once again, Bryce Robinson downhill with the floater. Nothing doing. Rebound by Aiden Rainey. Antonio Hall goes right at Jalil. No good.
He faded away from that instead of going right at his chest. But he's long, you know.
Yeah,
people are scared to do that.
Make you think, definitely. All right, 4 minutes, 26 seconds on the clock.
Gainesville's doing a good job defensively.
All right, Jalil Hill pulls up.
I almost ate my words.
That's right. You did say he's not going to shoot a 3, right?
That was a good-looking shot. He does,
turnover quick. Out on the break. Got the big guy running. Greenwich looks to go for the dunk.
Great block.
Great block by Gainesville. Antonio Hall looks to continue to push. Got some 3-point shooter out there. But the length bothers Pinter.
Yeah.
Willie Brooks for the 3. Deep. Rims out. Gainesville comes down with it. Antonio Hall lines it up as well. Count it for 3. Gainesville shooting the ball very well from outside right now.
And they're way outside. They're a good 3 feet behind the 3-point line.
Talking about they trying to get ready for college early. All right. They're trying to figure things out now. They're not really sure who wants to score, who's in the position. All right, Jalil Hill has the ball now. That's what he should be doing right there. Still falling short. I tell you what, these referees are letting them play.
We haven't had a. They weren't even going to call the jump ball.
Right.
Gainesville did this last night against Reball. Played a very sagging man-to-man defense and gave them a lot of problems. They're doing Fleming Island struggling to get a good look.
Definitely, yeah. And you try to figure out, why is it that Gainesville's able to be physical with them, or what's going on? They just hadn't got going yet, or what? All right, Gainesville right now in total control of the game, 9-2 lead.
We talked about it last night. Fleming has not won this tournament.
All right, go hard to the basket. You got 20 Antonio Jenkins with the floater.
Big start by Gainesville, 11-2. Timeout by Fleming Island and try to regroup. A lot of frustration right now.
The interesting part is like, I'm kind of like coach is where are we going wrong? I mean, they're getting shots. They're getting right at the basket. They're not falling. And on the other end, I mean, they're just taking these long threes. I mean, you almost as a coach say, you know what, we just got to weather the storm.
You said it perfectly. You got to assume that, again, percentages are going to come back. You're shooting 3 feet outside the three-point line. Those aren't going to continue to go. If they do, they're going to win. I'll tell you
Definitely.
that.
And the scary part about it is it's Pinter not shooting the threes as everybody else.
Yeah, the three-point shooter is not shooting yet.
All right, quick 30 seconds so they can kind of talk about some things. And he actually took Jaleel Hill out, going with more of a guard kind of look with Carson on the inside. So that's a win for Gainesville when you have to take the big guy out.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I'm assuming they're doing this for defensive purposes because.
Listen, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the officiating right now. I mean, there's some obvious pushing and grabbing, and they're not calling none of it. Yeah. And I can't say that.
If you look at Crawford right now, the guy's got both his hands on his chest.
Yes.
Look at him. He's just holding him.
Right there.
Look at that. They're paying it no attention. Pulled his jersey out.
Uh-huh. All right, new sub in, lines up a 3, no good. Antonio Hall comes down with it, but he tries to beat two Fleming Island defenders.
Hall's got to realize the situation right there, pick the ball up and get a good possession. Luckily, they get the ball back.
Yep, ball out of bounds, Gainesville. Willie Booker looks to inbound. Sorry, Willie Brooks. All right, first time in a while, Gainesville has had to use some of the shot clock.
Yeah.
All right, Willie Brown kicks it out. Antonio Hall kicks it out to Brooks. Ball stolen by Carson.
Saw that coming a mile
showtime.
away.
Hopefully that's a spark for Fleming.
Yeah. Gainesville coach has to be frustrated at that.
There it is. Quick turnover there. Bryce Robinson. Mishandled by Jenkins.
Carson is begging for the ball right there.
Right. Finally get the foul. Then they're going to call it on the ground, which is even worse. All right, got Pinter with the hold.
Before the shot. Possessions are so important. Like the one from Gainesville down here, he just handed the ball to Crawford for an easy dunk. You can't do that on the road.
Definitely. And we talk about momentum plays, because that dunk could do some major things for his team. All right, Bryce Robinson plays a cleanup guy as well as sets up the offense. All right, once again, Carson looks to turn around, but like I say, the shots are just, they're just not falling.
He's been short on everything.
All right, Gainesville ball out of bounds. All right, Anthony Jenkins goes into the trap and turns it over again.
Decided to go ahead and take it with two hands this time.
There it is. Yeah, one on the first one, two on the second one. The next one we'll get a reverse or something. All right, double team once again. Ball goes over to the corner. No three-point shot. Hall pulls it back out, slows things down.
A couple of silly mistakes by Gainesville has led to easy baskets by Fleming.
All right, Jenkins to the basket. Still missed layup.
Good pass.
All right, ball comes down, goes to CC. Crawford has it. Looks to go hard to the basket. Ball knocked off his leg. All right, three-point shot up, and it's good. The momentum has shifted. Let's see if they can hold it up. Turner for three.
Yeah, this is they weathered the early storm, and I feel like the second. Oh boy!
All right, stolen by Turner. 2 seconds. Bryce sees it and not going to have enough time.
You know, you feel it's one of those quarters. You feel like Fleming Island that should be in the lead right now, but they're still down 2 because of that early jump by Gainesville.
Yeah, when you look at the shot attempts, I mean, Fleming Island probably doubles them up, but they're just not making them.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
SSB Jacks are at the Battle on the Island of Fleming Island.
Thank you.
Coach, what do you, as a coach, do you think Coach emphasized at all that Fleming Island, do you think Coach Chandler or the crew said anything to the players about them not ever winning this tournament? Are they?
Oh, absolutely. I'm quite sure they're motivated, and I guarantee they really feel like they have the best team in this tournament.
Yeah. No, on paper they do. There's no doubt about it. Got to get the monkey off their back.
All right, we got a different group on the court now for Fleming. And then we got the big guy back. Jaleel Hill is back. Greenwich comes back in as well.
A little surprised at the subs right now, honestly, because that last group just made a run.
All right, Greenwich goes to the basket, and absolutely he gets the foul called on Rainey. Rainey's blocked a few shots, but, a couple of them were questionable. But you know what? Got a foul this time. All right, Greenwich at the free throw line. Count it.
Slow start for Fleming. Let's see what happens early in this second quarter.
All right, bounce over the back of the glass. No good. All right, clear it by Gainesville. Look, the trap. Fleming Island again. They get the pressure. Try to cause some turnovers. Just got it over before 10 seconds. Guess what? Who's been a non-factor tonight?
Yeah. They know where he is all over the place. Fleming does a great job of shortening that shot clock.
And scouting report is working.
Like you said, they almost got the 10-second call.
You know what? Coach made the same decision that I probably would have made as well, too. He's a non-factor if he can't shoot the three.
Right.
And he's able to get Hall back in the game. All right, Jaleel Hill at the top. Ball goes into Diego. $15 seconds on the shot clock. All right, look to go to a pick and roll look. Jaleel Hill at three-point line. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Diego sees it. Then we shoot long three. No, hit in front of the rim, so we should get a reset.
And a foul on Fleming.
All right, Greenwich with the grab. All right, Gainesville still holding on to a 1-point lead now. This is what we talked about last night. Fleming was able to play a lot of different guys to be rested up for this one.
Yeah. They went through their whole bench early, too.
Yep. All right, Bronx Johnson comes back in the game. All right, inbound to Rainey. It's interesting. Antonio Hall plays every position on the court.
He does. He's a heck of a player.
All right, backdoor cut.
Great backdoor.
Brooks, he's there to the basket, and it is disturbed by Jaleel Hill. No good. Fleming Island looks to finish Greenwich with a reverse layup. 2.
Tell you what, that looked like an easy layup for Gainesville.
Bronx Johnson's going to triumph. And why? Jaleel Hill rejects that one.
Jaleel does what he does.
I remember watching Jaleel at Jackson where he sized up the guy and then threw it up in the bleachers like it was a volleyball spike.
Right.
Once again, here it is. All right, Fleming goes back with the core.
That'll make you think twice when you're driving in for a layup against Fleming Island.
On the second dribble, I was trying to figure out what was Bronx thinking because he was going to the basket. All right, it's a good matchup right here. And he gets the foul. Carson with the body. Hall goes to the free throw line to shoot 2.
That is a good matchup, though. You're right.
And it's interesting because he kind of gave him the baseline, but Antonio Hall's one of those kids that you got to play straight up on because you really don't know what direction he's going in. Now he gets the nice roll.
That's
free throw, good. All right, tie ball game.
We talked last night.
Count it.
Gainesville have had some tough losses early in the season, but certainly battled back last night for a big win over Rebound.
I tell you what, man, Gainesville is one of those teams that you hate to get in the draw.
Yeah.
All right, Bryce Robinson kind of missed Greenwich on the baseline there, but they set it back up. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Diego runs the point, looks to throw the lob into Carson with the flip, gets the body. Once again, those two guys going at each other.
He's been waiting for that to get to the free throw line all night. He's getting beat up.
Yes, he is. Called on 0, Brandon Douglas. I mean, they outsized Gainesville is something terrible.
Everything's short for Carson tonight.
Everything is short, and he didn't play a whole lot last night, so can't say he's fatigued. But the scary part for Gainesville is he will right this ship at some point in time.
Oh, yeah.
That looked really good. Count it. All right, once again, Fleming Island comes out in some type of press. Little run and jump.
Oh, dribbled off his own leg.
Unforced turnover by Antonio Hall.
That pressure, Fleming Island's pressure always builds as the game goes on because they don't stop,
Yeah, all right, so Gainesville tries to throw something back at them as well. Good alley-oop play. There he is, CC Carson Crawford for the alley-oop. Slam dunk. Momentum. Antonio Hall looks to push the ball to the floor. Looks to go all the way. And he gets pushed by Bryce Robinson. And that's one of those things as a coach you say, Bryce, why? Why are we pushing them down here? You got these two skyscrapers waiting on him.
Yeah, he had no chance to get that shot off.
All right, hard off the backboard. No good for Antonio. All right, second shot, good. All right, Fleming hold on to a 1-point lead. Diego Rivera. All right, slips through, kicks the ball over to Bryce Robinson, fakes the 3, goes to Greenwich up top, has a man wide open inside, does not throw it to him. Now he finds him too late.
Too late, yeah. That was the wrong pass at the wrong time.
All right, so now Diego goes down and pushes Hall and gets the foul. That right there is a consummate of high school basketball right there. You don't see that at the next level.
Right.
It's more so, hey, I made a mistake. Just let me get in front of the guy, slow him down, allow my defense to set up for me, especially when I have those big old guys behind me.
They do a much better job of the next play.
All right, Turner draws the assignment for Antonio Hall. Pinter back in the game. All right, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bronx Johnson, 8 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pinter throws up a long three-pointer. No good. And Fleming comes out with it. That's the alley-oop opportunity. There it is. I knew Bryce would not waste that.
You know, offensively, sometimes it feels like Gainesville is playing 4-on-5 because Rainey is not. He's just not an offensive threat out there. He gets the ball and he's not looking to score.
Absolutely different from last night where he scored a lot of points. I think the height here really affects him what he's doing.
Yeah.
All right, post up for Antonio Hall. Has the big guy, gets him in the air and misses the layup. Carson Crawford gets the ball, goes in, sets up Diego for a three. No good, but Turner's there to clean it all up. All right, Carson sets up the three. A little long. Bryce Robinson for the offensive rebound.
Oh, he traveled.
All right, Rainey makes that shot a little difficult. Timeout, Gainesville.
Yeah, that's a good timeout because they're getting a little out of sorts right now. First Baptist Church of Orange Park, thank you for your continued support of Sunshine State Broadcasting.
Doing a great job this season, and we look to just get a bit bigger and bigger and better and better. You know, add some more games, definitely do all the tournaments, all the big ones in the area, as well as grab those rivalry games.
Yeah.
Definitely go to the chat. Let us know if you have a rivalry game that we should be looking at.
How much are you looking forward to this Northwest Classic?
Listen, I am ready, especially with the fact that I used to coach at First Coast for 10 years. I lived it, I worked, I coached it. You know, having the opportunity to be up here in the booth and kind of watch things is going to be huge for me. I think it's going to draw a huge crowd once again, where for a while we were having some really good crowds that kind of died off a little bit. But I think this year they're coming back.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You got Jackson First Coast, first game, and then the big rival Reigns and Ribault for the nightcap. We expect a massive crowd. We hope everybody tunes in that can't get there on Sunshine State Broadcasting.
And I tell you what, the way things are falling thus far, it kind of puts things in a who knows who wins it. You know, there's not just a bona fide individual team that we think going to win it.
Yeah, it's been a weird year, right?
Man, especially with First Coast knocking off Range just the other day, you know.
Yeah.
As an ex-coach at First Coast, it just kind of made me feel good.
Yeah. Shout out to Coach Sasser out there with the big win.
Man, doing a great job, man. Young guy trying to figure it out. All right, Brunks Johnson lines up three, and it's good. I tell you what, he's a shooter.
Yeah, big time out there for Gainesville to settle things down.
All right, Schultz lines up at three, no good. Controlled by Gainesville's Willie Brooks. All right, they find Pinter. All right, Willie calls for it again. He steps to three-point line. Antonio Hall. And it's like, look at Gainesville. They have no inside player,
no.
You know. All right, Willie Hall lines it up. No good. Bryce on the quick rebound. He has Carson running with him. Is he looking to set something up? Carson got grabbed. No call. And he's asking the ref.
Yeah, pleading with the referee, I guess, who did not see that.
Yeah, Sunshine State Broadcasting will start coming with the instant replay soon, too.
There you go.
All right, tie ball game, 2:21 on the clock.
You know what, Coach? Early on, I think we're a little wrong about. Well, that's Rainey's first attempt to score right there.
Yes, and it made it difficult because he had a 6'10" guy he had to go over.
You got to at least keep him honest.
You know, believe it or not, Gainesville's lack of height, I think, is bothering Carson.
Yeah.
All right, once again, he got Bronx lining up the three. Count it.
Still at the first half here.
Gainesville takes the lead, up by 3. Minute and 51, second quarter.
I think we were wrong. This is close. You know, we thought it was going to be one way or the other.
Well, we said it could be a good game, or we could say it could be a blowout, but it turned into a good game. All right, Bryce Robinson lines at 3, no good in front of the rim. Gainesville has it, opportunity to extend their lead. All right, goes inside to Antonio Hall, kicks back out to the point guard. All right, moving screen on Antonio Hall. Negates the offensive opportunity. I tell you what, he's coaching well. He's doing a great job, but I would talk to Willie Brooks a little bit about penetrating and kicking the ball out to Pinter. Right, he had an opportunity to do it there to try to find Pinter to get him rolling because they're going to need him in the stretch.
Yeah, you look at Gainesville, and they're totally opposite of the Discovery team we saw the game before. Everything is outside the three-point line. Pass, cut, pass. The ball rarely gets in the paint.
Yep. Coach from Gainesville takes out Rainey. Kind of sees the same thing that we're seeing. All right, Turner gets blocked by Willie Brooks, but picked up by Carson Crawford. 3 the hard way. Makes the bucket. Looks to go to free throw line for 1 free throw.
Trying to tie it up here with the free throw. He's been getting beat up tonight. Not a lot of calls going Carson's way.
Tell you what, though, he's still fighting, which is always a good thing.
Yeah.
All right, look a lot more confident in that free throw there. Ties it up again. Going to be a barn burner here tonight. Fleming Island. Battle of the Island Championship. Antonio Hall looks to go skyward. Good no call. Goes pushed up to Schultz. Having a hard time handling, but gets the handle and finishes with the left-hand layup.
Tell you what, he got the handle at the last second.
Great fast break opportunity for Fleming. Take the lead. 26 seconds on the shot clock.
It's been a quick second quarter, not a lot of stoppage.
But it's been pretty exciting. Willie Brooks pull up 3, no good, 16 seconds.
See if they can get a good shot here to get the momentum going into the half.
Greenwich goes downhill. Schultz turn the corner, looks to flip. Nothing there. Pinter picks the rebound up. 6 seconds, 5. Gets fouled by Greenwich. And you hate to say it, but that's the 5th team foul. Pinter goes to the free throw line and shoot 2.
Yeah, that's not what you want. It's 2 fouls on him.
And that one there was not smart at all. All right, Pinter sees his name going to the score column. First free throw good. All right, wholesale substitutions for Gainesville. All right, Willie Brooks kind of limps off the court a little bit. See what happens over halftime. It's a championship game, though. He's not going to sit down.
He's going to play.
All right, Mr. Pinter caps off the 2-shot free throws.
Tie
and goes to the
here.
bench. Tie game, 4 seconds on the clock.
Gainesville wants to go in with this game tied and not give an easy shot up right here.
All right, Greenwich with the last second shot almost made that one. They're going to fall short. Guess what? We got a brand new game going into halftime. 22-22.
Man, this has been a great championship game, right? It's what we want to see, a battle. Fleming Island trying to win their first time here on the Battle of the Island, hosting their own tournament.
This was the coaching about here, because Fleming Island, I guarantee you, they're going to talk amongst themselves a little bit, coaching staff, and come with a couple of adjustments, because there's just a few little tweaks that I feel like they need to make in order to make the difference in this particular game, because they're right there. It's just a matter of making a lot of shots that they're missing.
Yeah. I feel like Fleming's really in control of this game. If you don't know the score, you think they probably have a little bit of a lead, but Gainesville is hanging in there. 22-22 at half. Obviously, a good job defensively. If you can hold Fleming to 22 points and a half, that bodes well for you, but you got to make some shots.
And you think about it, you look at the game that we just had before with Discovery, they got into a real fanatic pace, and then Mandarin just really couldn't figure out what to do with them. They made some runs, but it didn't happen. Well, Gainesville's kind of the same way. They got into that fanatic pace, and Fleming Island really kind of had some issues, like, say, finishing at the baskets and things of that nature. But I really feel like Fleming still has a hand on this game. They just have to go ahead and put the ball in the basket.
No, I agree. I think they're doing all the right things now, getting to where they want. We didn't see a lot of Jaleel Hill there in the second quarter. Coach wanted to go more guard-oriented. But you never know. Like last night with Gainesville, we weren't sure that they were ever going to be able to score a point, and they ended up, really pulling away from Reebok. They surprised us last night. Let's see what they'll do tonight.
Well, it also seems like one of the games where you need the most experienced ball players in the game, and we keep saying that, Jaleel Hill is a freshman, and he's still trying to figure some things out or whatever, because in this particular situation, you would think you would put 4 guys on the perimeter, let Jaleel go inside and kind of dominate a little bit, but he just doesn't have that kind of game right off.
Right, yeah. No, it's going to be a fun second half. Here, Sunshine, we talked about it before. Let's move on. Next, we have the Northwest Classic coming up. We have rivalry games coming up. We have spots on the calendar that are open. We'd love to get your feedback. Like, subscribe, share. Get us in your gym.
They said we're always looking for sponsorships. We got all these games that we're doing. I mean, right now I think we're somewhere above 18, almost 20 games that we've done thus far. And guess what? We are putting spots in throughout the halftime, the end of the quarters, all throughout the games. Guarantee you get your spots in. Hey, your money be worth it.
There you go. And we have coaches calling us all the time, texting us, "Hey, when are you going to come out to our gym?" So there is a need and a want to get us out in the community, and we really appreciate all the coaches reaching out and the support from schools that we're going to already.
And don't forget, hey, like last night, we're probably in the same places. We were nationwide last night. We had Ohio, we had Iowa, against Pittsburgh, and then we had the different cities around the state of Florida as well, from St. Pete to Orlando to you name it. We're all around there.
Yeah, if you're in Gainesville right now watching, hop in the chat. Let us know. Give your favorite player a shout out, and we'll make sure we let everybody know.
And don't forget, guys, we had to get a MVP, most valuable player of this championship game. So go in the chat, give us some advice on who we need to be picking.
There you go. All right, Coach. Let's shut it down here for a few minutes here and regroup and get ready to get this second half started.
All right, we'll see you in the third quarter.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
Here we go. Fleming Island battle on the island. We got 1/2 left of the championship game between Fleming Island and Gainesville. It's been a tight game early. Not a ton of scoring. 22-22 at half. Tie game. Fleming Island's trying to win their first ever battle on the island.
And guarantee that's the conversation they was having in the locker room. Hey, guys, this would be our first time winning our own tournament. Go out there and take care of business, Put the ball in the basket, which we know you guys can. We saw you all getting the shots first half. They just wasn't falling.
Right. Here we go. Gainesville gets the ball out. And we got a whistle.
Clock situation.
Shot clock correction.
All right, that was an interesting switch. Jaleel Hill ended up
Oh, here we go.
All right, there you go. Into the passing lane. All right, good play once again. And Crawford with the steal and the finish. Interesting. Jaleel Hill has been got a block there for Bryce Robinson. Willie Brooks with the three.
That's a big. Every time I think Fleming Island's going to pull away, Gainesville answers in some way.
Sign of a good team, and experienced team as well.
Yeah.
This is when, as a coach, you're going to look at film and you're going to tell Jaleel, say, hey, man, we can't just stand like a statue. You got to go ahead and be effective. All right, big three by Ryan Turner, Fleming Island.
Turner's been quiet tonight.
He has been, yeah. One of the most athletic guys on the court.
Really, that first half was the Carson Crawford show.
Definitely was. 3 off rebound. Pinter's trying to find it. Shoots an air ball.
You know what? He wanted to get a 3 off so bad.
First attempt, though, right?
He got it and threw it, yeah.
I can't blame the young man. After last night's performance.
He's trying to find that magic that he had last night.
Yes. They're going to need it. All right, they look to go to Ryan Turner inside. Kicked over to Bryce for the 3. A little hard. There you go. All right. Khalil Hill pulls down, gets it off to Crawford for 3. That's what he's been looking for right there.
Slow start, but he really came on in that second quarter and right now.
Coach from Gainesville sees what I see. Crawford started to get light up.
Pulled out to a 5-point lead. I'm just waiting. I'm really waiting for Fleming just to kind of, you got a 5-point lead. Next thing you look back, you got an 8-point lead, then a 12-point lead, and then it's kind of all uphill for Gainesville.
And think about it, that comes with the kind of lucky outlet that Willie Brooks got with the 3, or they wouldn't even be this close.
Right. You just feel, the gym feels like Fleming has the momentum and could pull away at any minute.
And tell you what, as I look at the 2 huddles here, Fleming Island are all standing up. No one's really gasping or anything, but I'm looking at Gainesville, and I can see last night's tough game. Yeah. Because, you play against a rebound, and they're physical, and they're going to wear you down.
Yeah.
Everybody had water bottles. Everybody trying to chug some fluids to get out there and go from here.
Yeah.
So if I'm Fleming, I'm keep pressure up,
right.
And you'll see it pay off in the fourth quarter.
Smart move by Fleming last night, going to that bench early.
That's what you call tournament planning.
That's right.
All right, back in full court pressure, Fleming Island is.
Look at Fleming Island here defending, holding each other's hands here, not letting guys through.
Same press break they got against Reball. All right, Bronx lines up again. And I tell you what, it was a terrible pass, and he decided he's going to shoot anyway.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Ryan Turner goes out to the basket, and that's what he does. There he is. It's the CC Carson Crawford show.
You got to get that pass in his shooting pocket. He threw it at his feet.
Yes. And even as a shooter, you have to say to yourself, this just wasn't a good opportunity. I'll get it again.
Don't force it.
Antonio Hall pulls it back out. Gets a clap from Carson. He let him know that he's here.
Basketball is such a funny sport. The momentum changes, the player's attitude change, one second to another.
Oh, yeah, and I like the challenge, man. Carson is definitely covering Antonio Hall, and he's taking up. Got to the basket. Nice layup by Willie Brooks for 2.
Got that off with 1 second on the shot clock.
All right, Carson for 3. All right, we're still playing. Got an injury, but
yeah. I don't know.
All right.
What happened here.
All right, one of those situations where
something's wrong with Printer right here.
Right, but he has to go down. Well, he ends up with the
How's he
ball for a 3.
this? If he makes the coach.
All right, you got a 3.
Coach, I've never seen anything like this. He left the court to a trash can, came back asking for help, caught the ball, made the 3, and then left the gym.
Yes, and he patted himself on the head. Is that a new timeout call or something?
I've never seen anything like what just happened.
Absolutely, got to put that on the reels, highlights. And he took off to the locker room.
That was wild, and
he gets the 3.
If it knocks down a 3, and you're 2-point game again. They were playing 4-on-5 right there.
Referees are letting a lot go here.
Yeah, a lot of chaos happened right there. A lot of contact.
Yep. All right, Greenwich. It's the ball to Ryan Turner. He looks to go strong to the basket. Goes to finish with 2 over the big guy. We talked about his athleticism, but yeah, he is one of the most athletic kids that I've seen in this area.
Yeah, he needs to do that more often instead of relying on the 3.
All right, got a timeout by Gainesville. Coach saw some stuff in trouble. But also Fleming needs to, the timeout works for them as well because they're going to have a long conversation with Jaleel Hill right there because he had him locked in on the baseline, sideline, and let him get out of it.
Let him go. Still a 4-point game, Coach. 3:52 left in the third. It's really anybody's game. I see the trainer come in, obviously outside helping Printer. I don't know what happened, but he made the 3 and left the gym. Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Looked like similar to the Mandarin kid who got busted in the mouth earlier. Never came back. Coach McLeod talked about that in that game. He goes, we lost our best defender early and had to rely on other people to defend.
And the crazy part about it, it wasn't nothing malicious or anything crazy. It was just an inadvertent play.
Right.
The guys were kind of wrestling for the ball, and then his face kind of got closer to the guy's elbow, and next thing you know, he got hit.
Yeah.
In that situation, Pinter kind of stepped in front of the penetrator and got hit up top a little bit with the forearm.
You're right. He is back on the bench. Looks like maybe, mouth or nose.
Tell you what, I know Coach from Gainesville is trying to figure out, how long will he be on the bench, especially after he hit that 3.
Right.
All right, we got to steal again, Ryan.
Pressure causing issues.
Crawford gets the nip, gets the ball to Ryan Turner. Bryce Robinson steps over the guy, goes inside with the floater. Count it. I've always liked his game.
Yeah, he hasn't been hitting shots like you would think he would, but the effort is there. He's getting to the right spots.
Should be a shot. Should be 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's 11.
10 seconds. Once again, though, they're letting a lot go by because Bryce Robinson had a whole armful of the Gainesville player.
You think these guys get together and be like, hey, let's hold the whistle, or is it just the way it's going?
You know what? I don't know. It's one way one night, different way the next night. All right, ball goes inside to Crawford. And he's right there for 2 inside the paint.
Crawford, like Enzo Lee, like we talked about, he's just a scorer. He gets in the right spots. How do you find yourself so open so much?
Correct. Yeah, he gets it, like I say, get to the right spots, and then I don't see him take any bad shots. That's a good thing about him. Enzo being an outside shooter, you're going to see that. Listen, there he is. They leave Bronx open. Last night it was Pinter. Today is Bronx.
Keeping them in the game.
All right, Ryan Taylor gets to go strong. Blocked by Ramey. Gainesville gets the ball, gets the push.
I just wish Brandy would give Gainesville more offensive threat.
Yep, missed the back door. Antonio Hall, baseline looks to spin. Got to travel there, no call. Finishes his own rebound, but still nothing. Rainey on the rebound. Bronx Johnson misses finally. Willie Brooks for the three. Count it.
Too many chances. Back to a 2-point game.
Got to be disheartened for Fleming because you got athletes on the court and they're not rebounding.
Yeah.
Ryan Turner for the three.
You know, sometimes that happens when you have a team with a big like Jaleel Hill. Some of those guys, they get used to him rebounding. He's not in the game.
Right.
Other guys got to step up.
Yep, and they said that would be my conversation as coach. Like, hey, Turner, I need you on the glass now. Greenwich, he's another guy should be on the glass. All right, Bronx changes up, but nothing there. Willie Brooks, 7 seconds, 5, 4, 3. Steps to the side, looks to throw up a three, nothing there. Shot clock violation.
Yeah.
All right, got subs coming in for Fleming Island. Take Turner out after he made the threes, comes out. Joseph Johnson. I think this one here is strictly an attrition sub that we're going to chance it.
Yeah.
Last minute, 20-some seconds, and just throw bodies at you guys.
Yeah, that gives these guys that last minute 30 to rest.
Yes.
And then you got the break for the quarter, so you get a long breather.
All right, we got a grab on the curl.
That's as all this physicality, that's the first foul of the third quarter.
Wow,
that's
first
wild.
one. And it's interesting because a lot of physicality is going on. That would be a touch foul that's called.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You got guys bleeding, and you call that.
All right, Diego Rivera up top. Goes to Joseph. All right, you got 22 seconds on the shot clock. Once again, on the curl. Looks to throw up a floater. No good. Antonio Hall clears it out. I almost said he missed the guy going up. Willie Brooks, so the finish too hard off the glass. Joseph Johnson looks to push. Bryce Robinson stops at the free throw line and doesn't get the roll.
See, that's a good. He's there. He's just off right now. He gets to good spots. He gets good looks.
All right, Antonio Hall bulldozes his way to the basket. Nothing. All right, shot clock's off. 30 seconds. Coach is screaming one shot. Does his team hear him?
Yeah.
They hear him. Bryce Robinson pulls things together. All right, up 5 points, 20 seconds on the clock. Bryce at half court. We got 10 seconds.
Pitcher's bleeding again here, and he's trying to wipe the blood off of his garden.
5. Long three-pointer, air ball, 0.7 on the clock. All right, 0.7. Look to inbound the ball. Pinter throws up a prayer. Nothing doing.
41-36. Heading into the fourth here. Battle of the Island. Fleming Island trying to get their first title here as they host their own tournament. So, you know, it's been, again, I feel like Fleming has really controlled the game, but we're still, a 5-point game.
Definitely a 5-point game, and they're getting scoring from the guys that they normally get scoring from. I think Gainesville right now is living by the three-pointer. It's going in and they're making it, so that works for them.
Yeah.
But Fleming is really pushing up the pressure, trying to tire them out a little bit. And I believe that at some point in time, when you get tired, your legs go.
You're right.
So that's what Fleming is hoping for.
You're right. And we'll be right back here with the fourth quarter.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.
right, the final 8 minutes of the game. Final 8 minutes of the game. Fourth quarter. And Fleming comes back with the original starters. So coach is doing exactly what we thought he would do. Wants to go ahead and pour it on quick early.
Yeah, Fleming Island, it's funny. This is a great tournament for them right now because this is a big setup. They go to Kingdom of the Sun right after Christmas, one of the best tournaments in the country.
That's what you want to see. You want to see Jaleel Hill start to dominate himself on the inside. If he does that, I promise you, man, it's going to look good for them as they get ready to go into the postseason. Another part of Ryan Turner's game that I like to see is his defense.
Yeah.
All right, lines up for three-pointer and rims out. Crawford with the ball. He looks to go all the way to the basket with a floater and gets the roll. It's been the Carson Crawford show today.
Yeah, it really has. He started off slow, but really has come on.
All right, we get a grab here on Bryce Robinson. Number 22 from Gainesville. Davion Howard draws contact. Tell you what, as the direction that Carson goes in, man, I can see him as one of the qualifiers for the Mr. Basketball at some point in time in his career.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
All right, Willie Brooks again for three. He lines it up. No good. Got Pinter. Antonio Hall slows things down. Once again, Crawford takes that assignment. And I think his length is really bothering Antonio Hall because Antonio's starting to do some things that he's not used to doing.
Yeah, well, you know what Carson is? Carson early in his career was kind of a post guy. Rebound back to the basket or, cleaning up. But he's really developed in a game where he can play on the perimeter. And that's why you see, he's getting all these offers. Big time offers. Yeah, he's a hybrid kid.
All right. Crawford with the finish, with the contact. Counter for two. I love it. He's everywhere, too. I mean, to have a big guy like that can just pretty much do everything, it's going to be huge. Can't wait to see him play at the next level. Great job, Bryce Robinson. All right, Rainey returns to the game for Gainesville, as well as Bronx Johnson. Antonio Hall gets a break.
First double-digit lead of the game. See if Fleming Island can close it out here and really extend this lead.
All right, go inside, and there's a block. Rainey is blocked by Jaleel Hill. Turner pushes out. Bryce Robinson surveys, pulls up, 12-foot, no good. Cleared by Rainey. Gainesville looks to push.
They got numbers. They got to push. These guys can't be jogging back.
Got Willie Brooks outside. Nothing there.
Ooh.
Oh, Greenwich almost had the steal there. Definitely underrated defender as well. That's what I really like about this Fleming Island team. These guys aren't afraid to defend also.
No, you're right. They really aren't. Fleming really uses a lot of bench, even in close games.
They seem to have some trusted guys that coach kind of believes in, which is always good. All right, Jaleel Hill on the post cover. Rainey. All right, stolen once again.
Oh, he's going to challenge him.
Oh, we have a thunderous dunk by Carson Crawford. I tell you, the two big men decided to meet at the top. Crawford won that battle.
He was about midway through that, and I was like, it's a bad idea if he's going to jump with him.
Bad idea. I tell you what, I mean, Crawford is close to a triple-double. I tell you, think about how many steals he's had. All right, Bronx lines up three, but no good. Rainey gets the rebound and loses control. Ryan Turner comes out with it. Goes up top to Bryce Robinson for the easy lay. This is what I thought would happen early. And I said it could get ugly, and this is what's happening. Led by Carson Crawford all the way.
We've seen some highlights tonight of Carson Crawford. I suggest anybody watching hop on social media later. You'll probably see some of those highlights.
I was just about to say that. We really follow Fleming a lot. And I tell you what, when we start putting together our highlight video, he's going to be on it a lot.
Right. Go.
The song, Welcome to My House.
That's it. Yeah, the song comes on. Welcome to my house. Carson Crawford's house here at Fleming Island. Golden Eagles.
You'll see some highlights. Go to the SSB Jack's Instagram. I know our producer Courtney will have a good highlight package to show some of these dunks that we've seen from Crawford tonight.
I tell you what, he went from a one-hand dunk to a two-hand dunk, a couple alley-oops, and he decided, you know what, let me make some flair and dunk on somebody.
Right. .432 left. Fleming has really pushed this out to a 15-point lead now. Could get worse before it gets better.
And I tell you what, Gainesville coach tried to get a quick break from Antonio Hall. Did not work, so he has to get him back in now. Antonio Hall comes in for Aiden Rainey.
Hall's had a quiet second half. We haven't called his name a lot. Fleming extending the full court pressure, not stopping, not letting off.
Same press break we saw last night versus Rebolt, where Rebolt allowed the back guy to come up and just catch the ball anytime he wanted to.
Right.
Fleming is covering that. And you talk about going to the bench for Fleming, but everybody that comes in and they're productive.
Yeah, you see that there's no drop. There's no drop off at all. They've got guards for days, I feel like, on that bench.
Yes, and everyone wants to play defense.
You got two.
Backdoor cut.
That was a good cut.
Goes in for Bronx Johnson. Really reverse layup.
You've got two unicorns in Jaleel Hill and Crawford, and then you have 15 guards that can all come play the same positions.
There it is. All right, Diego looks to make the interior pass, and it's tipped straight to Gainesville. All right, Fleming Island gets back on defense. Gainesville's forced to slow things down. Willie Brooks looks to go baseline. Nothing there. White looks to go to the basket. Ends up kicking it back out. Great defense by Fleming.
Yeah, you feel
and they
like
tip it off with the rebound.
You feel like they could have taken several shots, but Fleming closes out.
Crawford has just said to himself, you know what, there's nobody on the court that can stop me.
Right.
And he gets to the basket and Pinter grabs him. So he goes to the free throw line to shoot two.
3:22 left. Only two fouls called to score. Physical game. Rest have let them go all night.
Interesting thing about watching Fleming also is that as good as Crawford is, he's not the floor general or the guy that takes all the pressure for Fleming. So he can just go out there and just do whatever he wants to do, which is also a great thing. He makes one or two from the free throw line. Still a 15-point lead.
A lot of contact there, too.
Nothing happening there. Diego Rivera with the rebound, kicks it up to Crawford, and he misses on the layup. Good try. All right, Gainesville got Pinter for three. Antonio Hall gets the pass. And I tell you what, we talked about legs. I don't see Gainesville legs there.
Look at them. I mean, they're struggling right now. Walking around, there's not a pep in their step.
They're gassed.
They're trying to press, but they just dribble through it.
All right, ball comes back out to Crawford. Looks to go, kicks it out to the three-point line. No good for Fleming. Gainesville rebound. White. Brooks kicks it out to Bronx Johnson, who now has not made a shot his last three attempts. All right, good power play by Antonio Hall. Gets the offensive rebound and put back over Crawford.
It's been quiet for a while.
All right, Joseph Johnson passes the ball off. And we get the roll from Isaiah Robinson.
15-point lead right now, 2 minutes left.
And I tell you what, they're really close to Fleming probably starting to throw some subs out there.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time right now. Gainesville's way too tired.
All right, Bronx again. Ball goes over the backboard.
Shots are short, and this is what you said right here. Here goes the bench.
There he is. Starting to pull a few guys out. Crawford comes out to a standing ovation by his teammates. Who else? Bryce Robinson, the floor general, the leader, the quarterback.
Does a great job.
A fantastic job, and he controls pace, he keeps his team under control. I just love his game.
It's another one of those guys that it doesn't. You just make an impact on the game. Doesn't matter if you score 20. Doesn't matter if you score 5. You're making an impact.
Definitely. He makes it easier for the guys like Crawford, Jaleel Hill, Turner. All right, Joseph to the basket with the layup.
Like he was going to try to dunk that.
That's
for
what
a
I thought
second.
too. All right, Willie Brooks looks to go inside. Rainey up top. Antonio Hall lines it up, and guess what? Air ball, no legs.
You're exactly right. That's the legs.
And this goes back
These
for
guys
first
are-
quarter preparation. I think Fleming really did this in the first quarter and set this up for this time. Gainesville coach has go ahead and conceded as well, going to his bench. All 5 guys. Joseph Johnson. JJ for 3.
19-point lead. It's a matter of time right now. The clock's ticking down. Fleming's going to come away with their first championship in their own tournament.
Their own tournament. Battle of the Island champion. All right, Willie Brooks looks to penetrate, a little step through. Hard off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. Ball out of bounds on Fleming. Subs now coming into the game. Number 25 for Fleming also comes in. Agbar.
You said it earlier. I still, if I'm an opponent, I don't want to see Gainesville. They have a chance to be really good. They have the pieces.
All right, big 3 by number 0, Brandon Douglas, one of the subs.
They have not had a successful season thus far, but they have some pieces.
They do, and you hate to see a fresh Gainesville, All right, scoop pass goes in. Let's step through, layup, count it. Davion Hawkins. All right, got a bump by Schultz.
29 seconds left.
I say 29 seconds left, but you can almost count this one as Golden Eagles, that is. All right, ball goes inside to Gainesville. Inside, nothing's there, and get the ball up top. All right, lines up for another 3. Air ball. Hawkins pulls the rebound down, 19 seconds. Looks to slow it down.
Gainesville's not quitting.
Goes inside to Agbar. Schultz with the 2. All right, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Call it quits. Game time. Gotta love the enthusiasm.
Tried to throw a little exclamation point down there, but didn't quite make it happen.
Listen, look like a Sprite commercial almost.
There you go. All right, there we go. Fleming Island, your Battle of the Island champion. Carson Crawford show tonight. Gainesville, great effort, great battle, but just didn't have the legs or energy to finish this.
Definitely. And the MVP for this one is pretty self-explanatory. It's definitely going to be Carson Crawford for this one. Great job here at the Battle of the Island. Fleming Island champions. See you soon.
two all-tournament award winners from the Gainesville Hurricane. Number 1, Willie Brooks. Great game, Willie. Great tournament. Number 11, Kyle Pinter. Good job, guys.
Hey, Coach, this is Scott Cooper with Sunshine State Broadcasting. Great energy. Your team provided great energy. Came in. I know it's not the outcome you wanted. You did a great job last night against Rebolt. Slow start, came back, made some big plays. Tell me what you think about the tournament from start to finish. I know it didn't finish how you wanted, but started how you wanted.
Yeah, I mean, we come here every year. We know there's really good competition.
All right, it's been a long time coming, but we're glad to.
You know, we like to venture out from Fletcher County, come up here and get some good challenges. So, you know, Coach Chandler does a good job getting good teams. They're a really good team. Floated too many passes today, and they went down. And
Yeah, yeah, it's a tough team. They got an opportunity last night to rest a lot of guys. Came fresh. You guys really had to battle through and through with Rebolt. You could see like the legs faded a little bit as the game went on.
I guess, you know, we're used to playing with, 7 or 8 guys. But we also have a couple of guys that are out. So, I mean, we just didn't make good decisions. We've got to learn how to play tired, and they want to play, so they're going to get to play.
Yeah, there you go.
Just got to make better decisions.
Gotcha. Well, good luck the rest of the season, Coach. Thanks. We appreciate you.
All right, we have 2 all-tournament members from the Fleming Island Golden Eagles. Number 3, Bryce Robinson. And number 11, Jaleel Hill. Great tournament, guys. Going up. In addition, up to our all-tournament members, we have our tournament MVP, number 1, Carson Crawford.
Coach, let me chat with you for a second. Let me get the word from Courtney up here first. All right, here we go. I talked to Coach Chandler before the game, talking about the preparation for Gainesville. The game started a little slow for you guys. Last night you had the opportunity to rest a lot of guys before playing tonight. Tell me a little bit about the thought process, resting those guys and starting off a little slow tonight.
You gonna repeat that? I'm sorry.
No, you started off a little slow tonight. Just give me your thoughts on how that game started compared to how you finished.
I'm sorry.
I got you. I'm going to get Carson over. Carson. All right, we ready? All right, Carson. Big time. First of all, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
2 things. Like, I was just talking to Coach. Last night, you guys had a pretty easy win. You got a chance to rest. Game started a little slow tonight. Tell me what you feel like early on, how that game started.
Well, I feel like part of it may have been the fact that, 3 games in a row, it's never easy. First time all season we've done that. We felt a little bit of fatigue, but I feel like in the second half we picked it up, got back into it, and as you see, won by 20 points. So
yeah, you did, and I know, I've known Jaleel a long time. How is it playing with? You got another big down there. You don't have to be the guy rebounding every time. You got somebody behind you to help. Tell me about how it feels playing with him right now.
Playing with Jaleel, I feel like it really opens my game. I can play out in the perimeter a lot more, shoot a lot more shots. Big thing going transition. I feel like I'm a strong transition player. That's my strong suit. When Ja can get rebounds, I can go running. I run the defenders, really get my point scoring.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you. It changes early on in your career. You know, your rebounded putbacks. You've really expanded, you know, through playing AAU, whatnot, to the perimeter, which makes you a valuable player on the next level. And it's been awesome to see your game grow. Tell me just the thoughts about how you finished this season with this group of guys that you have.
I mean, I don't want another loss. None of us want another loss. We're going to go all the way. State championship, that's number one. Number one on our minds are now. That's all we want. Biggest thing, state championship.
I got you. Great job. Proud of you. Continue to grind, man.
All right.
One more time, Coach, before we go. Congratulations, first of all, getting the big win against a great Gainesville team. Game started a little slow. Tell me your thoughts about how the game started and how it progressed.
I thought we were kind of slow on our offense because at the end of the first quarter, they had 11 points. I always tell those guys, hey, keeping the 12 points a quarter. That's 48. We got to score more than 50 every night. So I thought the defense was there, but the offense was a little slow. But once we started turning defense into offense, getting into the passing lanes, getting the slam dunks, you know, I thought that really helped us get going a little bit, especially in the third quarter.
Yeah, I was just talking to Carson about him able to have Jalil behind him defensively. Allows him to play the perimeter, both offensively and defensively. He's long. He can cause some problems. You get beat. You got a big guy like Jalil back there blocking shots. Really changes the look of your team this year.
Oh, no, absolutely, man. And even watching Jalil sprint in transition and reject shots, you know, when you got a guy 6'9" who hustles like that, makes a big difference, So we're excited about the future. We're excited about this team. You know, I think it's just, you know, coaching teenage boys, them showing up every night to play.
Right.
You know, if we do that, I think we've got a chance.
Hey, if anybody can do it, you can do it, Coach. Congratulations, man. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you guys coming and doing this every year, and we look forward to next year, too. So thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you, Coach. Good luck. I know. And I wanted to, I was talking to Courtney. I was like, I don't know if Mr. Carson remembers me from back in the day when I was in Jacksonville. Yeah, I guess we can.
Yeah, I do.
I was telling
Hey,
him.
you got the beard? You going?
Oh, okay, here we go. We got to talk. We got to talk.
What are we talking about?
We'll wing it.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. So here we are. First of all, longtime scorekeeper. Tell me a little bit about your history here with Fleming Island, first of all.
Man, well, both my kids went to school here. My daughter and my son both played basketball. I had one student come to me once. He said, "Are you that old guy that never leaves the school?" Maybe that's the case, but I started volunteering years ago to run the scoreboard, do the scorebook. My wife does the scorebook. I don't know. I just love basketball, love high school basketball, be with the students. It's a great place.
And you're not allowed to leave now. So you're
Not,
right.
really not.
And thank you. You've been a great asset to Sunshine State Broadcasting with your church. We really appreciate that effort that you put in and the backing. So thank you so much for that. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. You're great for the community. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, bud. Good to see you again.
You too.
First Baptist Church of Orange Park was founded in 1921. Suffice to say, much has changed in Orange Park, Clay County, and the world since then. Though much has changed in the world, our mission remains the same. We are a church intent on fulfilling that mission and are strategically engaged in our community through partnerships with local schools, sports teams, veterans organizations, and more. We are a family equipping church. We invite you to check us out at firstfam.org or join us in person at 1140 Kingsley Avenue, Orange Park, Florida.